Hello everyone, I'm back with a new topic. This is class 43 of Kerala PSC HSA English, and today's class is based on Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea. Ernest Miller Hemingway was an American journalist, novelist, short story writer, and sportsman. His economical and understated style, which is termed as the iceberg theory, had a strong influence on the 20th century fiction. He won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954. He published 7 novels, 6 short story collections, and 2 non fiction works. His debut novel was The Sun Also Rises, and his other notable works are A Farewell to Arms, The Old Man and the Sea, For Whom the Bell Tolls, The Short Happy Life of Francis Macumber, A Clean Well Lighted Place, Hills Like White Elephants, The Snows of Kilimanjaro, To Have and Have Not, Across the River, and Into the Trees. He won the Pulitzer Prize for The Old Man and the Sea. In 1932, Hemingway went on a 2-month fishing expedition from Florida to Havana and began marlin fishing. So, this experience led to his writing of this novel, The Old Man and the Sea. It was published in 1952 in full length by Life magazine and sold all 5.3 million copies within 48 hours. It's a novella, okay, and the setting is a Cuban village near Havana. It is mostly set on the sea in the Gulf Stream. The duration is from September 12 Tuesday to Wednesday morning, September 13. The main characters are Santiago, the old Cuban fisherman, and Manolin, a boy who is practicing under Santiago. They are friends actually. Like friends. It has a third-person objective narration, which often provides the details about Santiago's thoughts and dreams. The main themes of the story are endurance and struggle, pride and determination. There are many symbols like the sea, lions, marlin, shark, Jody Maggio, etc. You can also check out my classes based on The Old Man and the Sea that I have posted at the starting of my channel. I'll try to provide the link in the description box itself. Okay, now we have to discuss about the autobiographical element in The Old Man and the Sea. Prior to the publication of The Old Man and the Sea, Ernest Hemingway had been having difficulty with his writing. Between 1940 and 1950, he published no novels. So when he finally published Across the River and Into the Trees in 1950, Hemingway was criticized severely for falling below his usual standards. So it was obvious he was in literary drought, much like Santiago's on a round of bad luck in fishing. When he published The Old Man and the Sea in 1952, it was his prize, his giant fish. It was also a fitting reply to his critics, who eagerly tore his writing apart. The critics are obviously symbolized by the sharks in the novel. So, The Old Man and the Sea is a story of a battle between an old, experienced fisherman Santiago and a large marlin. The novel starts by telling the reader that Santiago has gone 84 days without catching a fish, considered Salao, the worst form of unluckiness. He is so unlucky that his young apprentice, Manolin, has been forbidden by his parents to sail with him and been told so instead fish with this successful fisherman. The boy visits Santiago's shack each night, howling his fishing gear, preparing food, talking about American baseball and his favorite player, Giodi Maggio. Santiago tells Manolin that on the next day, he will venture far out into the Gulf Stream, north of Cuba in the Straits of Florida, to fish. That he's confident that his unlucky streak is near its end. On the 85th day of his unlucky streak, Santiago takes his skiff into the Gulf Stream, sets his lines, and by noon has his bait taken by a big fish that he is sure is a marlin. So he is unable to pull in the great marlin. Santiago is instead pulled by the marlin. 2 days and nights pass with Santiago holding the line. Though wounded by the struggle and in pain, Santiago expresses a compassionate appreciation for his adversary, his opponent, often referring to him as a brother. He also determines that because of the fish's great dignity, no one shall deserve to eat the marlin. On the third day, the fish begins to circle the skiff. Santiago, worn out and almost tired, uses all his remaining strength to pull the fish onto its side and stab the marlin with a harpoon. Santiago straps the marlin to the side of his skiff and heads home, thinking about the high price a fish will bring him at the market and how many people he will feed. On his return, sharks are attracted to the marlin's blood. Santiago kills a great mako shark with his harpoon, but he loses the weapon. He makes a new harpoon by strapping his knife to the end of an oar to help ward of the next line of sharks. So 5 sharks are slain and many others are driven away. But the sharks keep coming because of this blood of marlin. And by night, the sharks have almost devoured the marlin's entire carcass, leaving a skeleton consisting mostly of its backbone, its tail, and its head. Finally, reaching the shore before dawn on the next day, Santiago struggles to his shack, carrying the heavy mast on his shoulder. Once home, he slumps onto his bed and falls into a deep sleep. A group of fishermen gather the next day around the boat where the fish skeleton is still attached. One of the fishermen measures it to be 18 feet, that is 5.5 meter, from nose to tail. Tourists at the nearby cafe mistakenly take it for a shark. Manolin is so worried about the old man, he cries upon finding him safe asleep. The boy brings him newspapers and coffee. When the old man wakes, they promise to fish together once again. Upon his return to sleep, Santiago dreams of his youth, of lions on an African beach. So lions here stands as symbolic with his youth. It suggests a circular nature of life. Santiago imagines the lions, fierce predators playing, which suggests harmony between the opposing forces, life and death, love and hate, destruction and regeneration. Santiago himself serves as a metaphor for the creative artist, someone like Hemingway himself. The knowledge of the sea and its creatures and his craft is unparalleled. Santiago sees Marlin as his ideal opponent. He feels fortunate to be matched with such an opponent. It brings out the best in Santiago, his strength, courage, love, and respect. Here comes the importance of another term, that is Hemingway's court hero. Santiago can be considered as a court hero because of his courage. He as a person of action, self-determination, self-discipline, and control. So at the end, this novella gives a message that it is not in the winning or losing in life that matters. It is how you play the game of life. So that's all for today. This was a very short class. You can also refer to my previous classes. You will get more details about the novel. So now we are moving on to module 7, basic grammar, phrasal verbs, as usual, as per the previous classes. Again, I'm here giving some meanings of phrasal verbs. You can practice making sentences using these phrasal verbs. Okay. See you in next class. Thank you.